Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of the design tool tutorial series. In this tutorial, we'll be looking into a very important command, which is the line command. I believe by now you must have understood the AutoCAD interface. If you haven't, I would advise you go and watch the previous video on this series. So right now, let's start the line command. There are two ways we could do this. We will start by clicking this line command here. Make sure you are at home or the home tab. Then under draw, click on line, right? Click on line, you say specify first point. So I want to draw from the origin. So I'll click 0, 0, right? So I'm drawing from the origin at the moment. So I'm going to draw a triangle. So for me to close this to form a triangle, I can simply type CL on the keyboard to close it. So another way you could initiate the line command is to type L on the command line. So I'll just type L here, enter. Then another feature I want to introduce to you, which is the auto mode. If I click on it, I can only draw lines in either the vertical or horizontal direction. Check, I can't be able to draw in any other, maybe diagonal. It has to be vertical or horizontal. So let me see if I can draw a square, right? So I'll just close this for a moment. So this is more like a square. So if you check here, there are several, there's a there's an arrow, drop down arrow here. So if I click on it, you see that there are various options of the line command. The one we've been using all this while is the first one. Alright. So take a look at, let's click on the polyline to start a line command. We're going to draw a rectangle. So I'll just type close. Right. So if you notice, the main difference between starting a line command using the first or and the second, it's is that the first one which was created using the line command comes in different objects, right? So if I try to select the line, you realize that it comes in different objects. I can select them individually. But let's try and select the ones that was created using the polyline command. So you see, so it forms like a block. So if you want to draw a continuous line that will form a particular object, one object, it it's wise to make use of the polyline, right? So there are other options like construction line. Construction line is a temporal line for that serve as a reference for other objects, all right? Then the spline tool is there also. Maybe you want to draw a spline. So off the auto mode. So I can just draw. When I'm done, I'll click enter, enter to exit. So in AutoCAD, if you want to reuse the command which you just exited from, what you need to do is just to click enter. So if you notice, we just used the spline tool. So I just clicked enter now to reuse the spline tool. All right, enter. So, but if you are drawing and maybe probably you discover there's a mistake and you intend to start afresh, all you need to do is to click the escape key. Escape key. So if you check, let's check the last one. Then we have the re line command. All right, this creates an infinite line. All right, so that means you can't see the end of the line. Even if you try to zoom, you won't be able to see the end of the line. So you can even that draw vertical whichever way. Then the last command is a 3D line, right? So for you to draw line in 3D, what you need to do is to start your line. So all the lines you've been drawing are on 2D, Alright. But for you to draw line in 3D, you have to start with this. So if you check our view cube here, so we are on the top view. So all our drawing here has been on a 2D drawing. Alright. So there's one other important thing I want to show you, how to select object. So if I want to select an object, I can either drag to my right or drag to my left. Okay, or I'll make sure I click on that particular object. Alright. So if I drag from the right, it only selects the object which the area of my of the drag I did covers. Right? It has to cover the full object. Take for instance, for me to select this particular line there, I have to make sure I I draw I cover an area wide enough to cover the object. But if I'm dragging from left, I don't need to make sure it's wide enough. So it will just select everything. So notice the two difference. Dragging from left, dragging from right. Alright? And so on. So this is basically all about the line tool. Of course, as time goes on, we'll start making use of these tools and you get to know them very well. So I'll give you a short assignment. Use the line command to draw a simple shape, maybe a rectangle or a triangle or a square, whichever one. So draw it and post it on the comment section. Maybe you can just, I'll drop my email address. You can send in your drawings to me for me to preview. Alright, thank you. Don't forget to like and share this video. I would advise you subscribe so that you'll be the first to always be notified when a new video comes up. Thank you. See you in the next video.